Hello, people.
Hello. Can you hear us? Sorry, a bit frantic morning.
Some will be able to hear us already. Some
will be alone.
They'll catch up soon.
I saw that shorts, by the way. I saw that. Trying to give me a hard time. Tom's already been playing the frantic Sonic music just to help. It'd be nice to chill out for a couple of hours because I'm just getting more and more manic at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Trying.
Yes, you've been a real stressy Bessie today.
Stressy Bessie. Bugger off. I'll go back up to the top, see who's here now, so I missed it all. Wait, courgette muffins. Funny enough, I made some courgette muffins not that long ago. Well, not really quite muffins, but similar. I don't know, I didn't have a recipe, I just threw stuff in. Here's flour, here's eggs, here's some grated courgettes. I'll throw in some cheese and some eggs. They worked, they were all right. I'm not quite sure what they were, but they were edible. Hello, Linda. Oh, cleaning the kitchen floor. You deserve some chill out now. Oh, I've got a scrolly thing going on there. Hello, Sylvia. I said hello to Linda, haven't I? It looks like there's loads and loads of people in chat. It's actually 3 people chatting a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, Renee. I can see someone talking to Renee, but I can't see. Hey, Rachel.
The irony of you talking about someone talking a lot.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? Hey, Temple Jackie. Hello, Kate. Hello, Mary. There's Renee. I've seen her now. I'm still scrolling down and there's Rhonda. Hello. Hello, Viv. Hello, Jen. Hey, we got someone in Oz joining us. It's a difficult time for you guys, isn't it? Hello, Helen. Thanks for joining us.
We've got Mandy 1 in.
Mandy?
Whichever Mandy arrives first is Mandy 1. The other's Mandy 2.
Is that the Mandy IE or Mandy? Oh, Mandy with a Y.
Yeah.
Hi, Mandy.
Oh, Mandy's a number 2.
Oh. I don't know if we'll get Kaz today because Kaz is in the UK, although she's usually in Australia. She's meeting up with Catherine. I think they're going to Glastonbury.
Ooh.
So
Hey Dawn, hey Caroline.
I'm going to bring up our hang on. I'm going to bring up the face now. I've still got starting sooner. Why have I not? Because my brain is trying to think of 10 things at once. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I keep ticking things off my to-do list and then a couple more piling on top. I can't seem to keep up. Oh, hey Dawn. New way to the K. We'll take pick and Discord. Oh, lovely. Hi Caroline. Yeah, we've all got a I know lots of people watch K3 and Catherine. Anyway, because lovely channel. I must make sure. I don't know if I've got her in my list in the description box actually. But anyway, so Kaz, who's coming over from Australia and is joining us for the Bazaar event, she's met up with Catherine and she's going to put in a guest appearance on Catherine's Friday vlog. So yeah, we've all got to watch that. I can't wait to see Kaz on that. Granny Sue's been busy. I've seen some of the stuff Granny Sue's been putting together to bring with her next week. And then when you say next week, it makes my stomach go. I've got a couple more pieces to show you from there. I'm not going to work on the quilt today. It's getting a bit unwieldy now to work on this tiny space. But I've actually been practicing folding it up into a suitcase size bundle. And that's pretty good. And not too heavy yet, although I suspect it may come home twice as heavy as it's setting out. But and I got 2 more beautiful pieces to show you, which just arrived, one yesterday and one today. So I'm going to take you to the desk and show you these in a minute. Hi Sharon. Hello Snoopy. Oh, a bit on and off again with your internet, is it? Or no, not your internet. No. Yeah. Other disturbances. Oh.
Mary, hopefully it's caught up for you now and you can see things. But as always with these streams, if it says starting soon on the screen, don't worry that you can't see anyone. It's because the stream is starting soon.
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Snuppy? Right, I'm going to show you this. I'm having an awful job trying to make my head calm down at the moment, so if I'm a bit more gabbly than usual. Oh, and before I forget to say, talking about gabbling, this will be the last one for more than a couple of weeks, because I think next week's going to be a bit of a push. It'll be sort of last mad rush getting everything done before I head out to Sussex. The following week I'll actually be en route on my way home, so I'm going to miss the next two WIP and Waffles. So the next one is actually 27th of August. So Sylvia, get it in the post. It can still get to me in time to come to Sussex. Oh, I bet you're shattered, Snoppy. I bet you are absolutely exhausted. It's I bet, yeah.
Just had a very important question in a private message from Shaw. Said, if I can see an old Hobbit on screen, what am I supposed to do then?
That's not going to happen.
My advice was usually you call her short. Yeah.
Oh, another earthquake. Oh my word. Oh, we will, Stumpy, and we'll do our best to take some pictures and footage and stuff. Maybe next year you'll be able to come with us, eh? Come and meet us. You can bring AD, we'll find a little spot for him.
Kate, I will save those pats for the next time I see her.
No,
Probably
you're not allowed
Friday.
to accumulate pats. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Banked in the pat accumulator.
You've still got a few days, so if you're within the UK, we should be all right. Even if I don't have time to tack them onto the quilt before we go, I can tuck them inside and we'll stitch them on. It'll be one of the jobs we'll do while we're there. Just because it'd be nice for everybody to see as many pieces as possible in person. It's so much nicer. Let me show you these ones I've got on my desk, which have come in. So this one is, I'm going to put them to one side. This is the one that came in yesterday. And this has come from the States. This is Barbara Brown. So she'd made this piece and then she'd started to put a border on, thinking she needed a border, and then said, oh no, maybe you can cut that off if you want. So I'm going to leave it there because I think I'd quite like this as a change of texture. So yeah, I think we'll work with that. Isn't it beautiful though? And she says she's not really into slow stitching. It's not what she does, but she used Bazaar pieces because she happened to have a Bazaar pack. So yeah, and I can recognise some of these pieces. Shisha work in there. I've definitely used quite a lot of these in my stuff before. And she's actually put USA and put her initials there, because you can always do that. You know, if you've got a special date or something, or somebody else's initials that you want to remember. Yeah. Lovely colours, lovely textures. It's just going to fit in perfectly on the quilt. It's just lovely. I spread it all out again when I was going to fold it up last night, and it's still, although I think we've got somewhere between 40 and 50 pieces on there at the moment, but I would say it's still not even half full. I think there's plenty of room. I'm starting to think if it's a smaller piece, don't put it in the middle of a big space. Save the big spaces, put the smaller pieces in the smaller areas. I'm starting to
you might get some big bits to fit you.
Yeah. Put some pics in the pier here in the Belize City before we go. Yeah, he'd love that. Not.
Oh yeah, I love a bit of heat.
Oh.
It does look like a lovely place though.
Have a good rest of your day then, Dawn. And we'll have a look at the pictures in a bit. And yeah, thanks for popping in. Yes, and they all disappear once the stream is over. They all completely disappear. Shorts doesn't work that way. Oh. And then
I get to decide how the accumulated pats get.
No, you don't. My game.
Given that I'm the one who does the patting, it appears that I do.
Yeah, but it's my head. Oh, I'm drinking so much coffee.
Yeah, because that's what you need to calm down.
I've been eating more than I usually would as well, and I reckon my brain is thinking, because I'm feeling tired, my brain is thinking, you need fuel. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem to think I need sleep, because it won't let me go to sleep, but so
yeah, sleep doesn't help with sadness, only food and coffee.
Yes, food and coffee. And then I get all hyped up, so then I've got to have a gin to calm down again. Right, so this is the patch that I just opened this morning.
Yes, Nobby, also.
Now I'm doing the going completely blank and forgetting names thing again. I've only literally just opened it. For Pete's sake.
It'll come to you. Hey, Kerry.
Seriously, I literally opened it minutes before I came on stream.
Well, the more you panic about it, the less you'll remember.
Excuse me. I don't usually do this. I'm normally pretty good with names in that. Idiot.
The name is not Idiot. It's been sent to me by Idiot. No.
Procrastilas.
That's the one.
Procrastilas sent this, and I've done the
She
video.
has not been procrastinating.
I've done the video, and there's something else as well, even more impressive in a minute. I've done the video showing it properly, opening it and looking at all the details, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So much detail in here. It's eco printed, eco dyed fabrics, beautiful little eco dyed pieces, mixed with vintage lace and snippets and things, lots of texture and her own beadwork, and it's gorgeous. You know, I was saying when I was opening it, I hope whoever ends up with this quilt is going to appreciate all the incredible details on all of these pieces. It's just like, I think the kind of person who would end up buying the quilt is obviously going to be someone who appreciates that kind of thing. But yeah, there's so much lovely work in here, and I won't bang on about it now because I've banged on enough when I opened it, and you'll see the videos if you want to. But yeah, it's going to look gorgeous.
Your videos are quite short and quiet.
Yes, and not very wordy. I know.
Yeah.
But the other thing that Procrastilas sent is this, which I don't even know really how to show.
Hey, Marion.
I'm going to give a quick look because, as I say, I did go in detail when I opened it. But these are all our own beaded pieces.
Oh.
Incredible details on there. Tiny. I mean, look at the size of the beads in that one.
That's a lot of completed work for someone calling themselves Procrastinator.
Yeah. So what she said was maybe you could, like dot them around the quilt, and they would be lovely for sort of fitting into little nooks and crannies.
Yeah, ideal.
And she said, or use them in projects or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is pick out a couple that would go with my vintage Stittionary, like that one would definitely fit in, and put it in the B page, B for beading pages. There's a few here that would fit right, that would look right with the colour scheme of that. And then I will put a couple of pieces in my Viviana project. I'm just starting the seascape because I think I can imagine like that, for instance, as part of a coral or a sea urchin, or just dotted around there, and the twinkles will be lovely. And then we'll dot them around the quilt as well. Such a lot of work in that. I mean, when you look closely at it, you think, how on earth has someone? My eyes couldn't do it. Yeah, beautiful.
You can wear your nerd vine.
I've got to put that to one side, I think, out of the way before I knock them all on the floor and lose one. Those have got to come baback downstairs to get stitched on the quilt, put them with the quilt. And then I just got to show this, because I know some people who join the live streams don't watch the other videos, so it's quite nice to show these.
Yeah,
this came
enough.
from Tracy in South Africa, except I think at the moment she's in the UK, but I think she made this when she was in South Africa, and this was for the art swap, which is ages ago, but we were waiting to do the swap until she was here in the UK, so that for postage and stuff. But look at this. What?
Sensible.
Yes. Look at that.
Oh.
And it's such a mixture of all different techniques. So obviously you've got crochet there with these lovely curly tendrils of hair, cute little bikini and stuff, and all the fabric here to make all the seaweed and things. But then she's done resin work, like UV resin here. Look at the tail. I think that's like that Pebeo paint that I painted my mermaid with. And I think this shell must have been made with resin as well. And look there, like really close up, those little metal bits. Oh, there's a tiny seahorse and a little turtle and shells. Cute. I've never seen anything. This is like completely unique and off the wall, and I love it. I love it. A little space on my shelf for that. So that's going back to the art block, which was like ages ago now. But yeah, as I say, we decided to hang fire until we were both in the same country, really. Yeah. So I'm going to do some punch needle today.
Punch its bead off.
Whew. I'm so excited about this whole Bazaar thing, but there's a lot of prep, and wanted to get sort of ahead of some other things and that before I go as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be worth it once we get there. So,
Oh, yes.
punch needling. Now, this was the frame that came in the carefully hiding this for a minute, that came in the kit, along with it's in the bottom of the box, a pattern for a punch needle piece. But although I didn't dislike the pattern, but I just wanted something that would be have a bit more texture to it. I wanted to try using the what I call the reverse of the stitch, as well as the fluffy side of the stitch, and the pattern was just all using the smooth reverse side. So I am going to have to get the box.
Feels like it's missing a trick a little bit when it comes to.
Well, it is for me, because I
needling.
like all the different textures and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was so much yarn in the box. There's plenty for me to have an experiment with. So I drew this one. I drew this picture out thinking that will give me scope to do. Wait for this.
Please remember to like the stream if you're enjoying our waffle.
He sounds like he's just at uni, that one, doesn't he?
He does a bit. And hello, little sparrow.
Hello, little sparrow. Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she? I thought this design would give me. It's not a fantastic design, but it's okay. And I thought it would give me a chance to experiment with different ways of using the punch needle tool. Because one of the things I didn't realise is you can actually do like faux proper embroidery with it. You can do like a fern stitch and a leaf stitch and almost like a lazy daisy stitch with it, but more quickly. So I thought, well, this would give me a chance to try some of those with these flowers and do some of the straight stitching as well in between in the background, some of the reverse side. And then I wanted to try what Tom has tried, which is where you use the fluffy side and then you cut it down to create this lovely fluffy pile. And you can kind of sculpt it a bit as well. So I thought I'll do that with the tulips. So I thought this would give me a bit of scope to try different things.
Hey, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria. Now, is that a new name to me?
Hard to know.
I don't know, my brain is so fuzzled. Fuzzled?
I don't have an excellent memory for names,
No,
but I
it's
don't
one of our
remember
things,
seeing
isn't it?
Victoria before.
So what I decided I'd do is, because this frame came in the kit and this was the packaging from the frame, and I quite liked the idea of doing... Sorry, I'm making it dark now because I've got this, the box is huge. Of doing a rainbow like this, not quite like this. The clouds are going to be bigger, I think, because I like to see like the yarn hanging off the ends like that. But what I want to do is change the textures up a bit. So I drew my own rainbow. I've also dug out some other fabrics to have a little bit of an experiment with. Now, I did the flowers first. I did that last night and I sat there and got all carried away and did loads of punch needling last night. And actually, you can do quite a lot in a short time. It's reasonably quick, isn't it, Tom? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Quicker than embroidery, anyway. But when I got up this morning, I thought, I'm not too happy with that. I'm going to go back to the rainbow. So I pulled out all of the flowers that I did last night. And you can see if I turn it this way, you can still see. Can you see the flowers? Yeah, you can make that out. But you know, you can easily pull it out, and yes, it's damaged the fabric a little bit, but if you just like scratch over a bit, it's fine. It more or less closes up. I could still use that. And these shapes won't show once I've filled the canvas. So this time I'm going to work more from the other side, and so the fluffy side will be my front. And I've just drawn this rainbow. I drew the rainbow on a bit of paper, put it on there, held it up on a window and drew around it. It's a bit wobbly, but I'll correct that as I go.
Is it quicker to use a window than find your light box?
Yes, because I was downstairs and I couldn't be asked running upstairs. Yeah. And out of the huge selection of yarns in that kit, I picked these out. So those are going to be my 4 rainbow. I know it's not true rainbow, obviously, but those I'm going to use in the rainbow.
Yeah.
This for the sky.
It's coloured.
Yeah. And that one for my clouds. So that's the plan. So the rainbow, I'm hoping to do like you do, Tom, with that, get that velvety texture. Yeah. And I did find I should have kept a little bit of it rather than pick it all out. But what really surprised me was because this is cotton yarn that they've sent, and when I did that thing where you've got the loops and you cut them and make it into a pile, it went really fine and fluffy, much more than I would have expected with the cotton yarn. It's beautiful. So I'm going to do that with the rainbow part. With the clouds,
all the fibres of the individual yarn strands can end up spreading out.
Yeah,
and you get
it worked so well.
Fuzz.
Yeah. And then with the clouds, I think I'm just going to leave it loopy, because I think that'll just be a difference in texture. And with the sky, it'll be a good chance to I'll then turn over to do the sky and fill in with the reverse type of stitch.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really simple. And then once that's all done, I'll add the strings of yarn as well.
Yeah. And hi Shirley, that sounds like a horrible couple of days. Hope you're doing okay. To look at the needle punch. I better make sure I actually do something, Victoria. Oops. Oh, Shirley. Oh, chill out for a couple of hours then, bless you. Oh, yeah. I've had a lovely quilt piece from Shirley as well, which I think is maybe next in the queue to go up. I've got a queue of opening videos to go out, and I'm combining some of them now to do a few at a time, because you might have noticed I'm putting videos out almost every day to try and catch up and show everybody's pieces that are sending in. Most of them are little short videos, but even so. What did everybody think about the Johnny piece then? Who's watched the Johnny opening video? I haven't watched Johnny opening what I sent him yet. I'm waiting for that to go up, but oh, yay! Also Australia. We do love us some Aussie.
Yeah. Yeah, knittingand.com. I think I shared, that's the blog that I shared on the Facebook page. Interesting. Oh, it's yes, it's hilarious. I don't know, mind you, we found some corkers for him looking around the charity shop the other day, so I will be getting my revenge over the coming weeks, months. Yeah, it'll open up fine. Carry it off. Now I've since tried, I've just slightly wedged it up because it's glass. I was worried about breaking it, but the glue's kind of gone, so yeah, I think it'll clean up nicely because it's glass as well. Yeah, I've got several ideas on the brew now, so I probably won't start it now till I come back from Bazaar, though. A giant shaker. Yeah, like a snow globe. There's an idea. One of the, when we used to do the crafting UO boxes, I did actually say he sent me paper quilling once, and I actually did kind of send it back because he challenged me to do Christmas in July with paper quilling, so I made like a Christmas wreath thing, and I did send it back to him. I hope he kept it. I hope he proudly displays it every day. Yeah, it's quite a fun thing, and it would be really nice to see Johnny doing a bit more crafting again. We've actually visited his craft room, haven't we, Tom?
We have, yeah. Although it wasn't really being used when we went there.
No, it's more of a storeroom. Well, it was set out. I mean, he had his lovely desk there and everything. So
it was ready, but he just yeah.
But I think he's been so busy. He's been really enjoying having a garden, because they were in a flat before. Yeah. But
I did watch his video digging some stuff up.
Yes, I must watch that actually. Yeah, he's so entertaining. Whatever he's doing, he's quite entertaining. Even when he's just opening a box or something, he's entertaining to listen to, I think. And I can remember when he first started doing them. When he first started doing videos, and I can remember him saying to me, "Oh no, people won't want to listen to. I don't like my voice. I don't like my accent. People won't." And I said, "People will. People will. I promise you, people will want to listen."
They definitely do.
Yeah. Lots of Johnny's in there. An eye. There's another idea. Big eye. The whole thing could become. Let me hold it up for people that haven't seen it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Here is this delight that Johnny has sent me to make over. And actually, Christina shared a picture in the live stream follow along, because they actually used to go here, apparently. It's very dusty and dirty. I need to clean it.
You really do.
Passo Sella in Italy, in the Dolomites, apparently. So, yeah. But it will, as you can see, it's going to be easy enough to dismantle.
And
get that hideous thing out.
As you say, you've got to clean that nicely.
It will clean up. I have a feeling... Although not necessarily, I have a feeling I'll end up using the little hat and the pick to create a little character as a separate project. And then I'll just be using this. But now you said eye, I'm thinking that could be the pupil and the iris too. And I could build an eye around it. There's another possibility. Quite a lot of ideas. One of my other ideas
Schultz
was...
is doing some sewing.
Oh, are you? Fixing the cloth hanging hook on my travel towel. It's gone. Thread does that, Shorts. It does it all the time. So do needles and pins.
You're always losing your thread.
Always. Always losing my thread. Always losing my marbles. Oh, Lynn suggested a porthole with an octopus. Now, I thought about porthole. I was thinking, because I knew I'd got the underwater project coming up. And I love the idea of having, a little seascape. But if you had like an octopus kind of... What I like the idea of is having like some faraway seascape or spacescape or landscape, and then suddenly something right up here looking back through the porthole. Or a hand about to, something like that. So there's something close up. Or it could be a hand holding this, even. I don't know. But octopus. Yeah. So the tentacles of an octopus could be quite close by, and then more of a seascape in the background.
Wow, Snoppy, I can't believe you suggested anything to do with hobbits. I'd never do that.
Well, funny enough, though, I did think that one of my first thoughts was it could be a hobbit house window, couldn't it? Because they do have those little round windows. And looking out onto the Shire. And again, with maybe a close-up kind of a hand or something, or just, or Sam G out in the garden peering in to eavesdrop, in that scene where he's eavesdropping on the meeting. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a lot to fit into that tiny space. But then, like, somebody suggested, why don't you be inspired by Italy, as it's in Italy, and now Christine shared those pictures of what it actually looks like. Yeah, it's tricky that I'm as always paralysed by too many ideas. But I won't even be starting until I get back now. So, yeah, but fun idea, and I've got lots of ammunition to send in over the coming weeks. We sort of let it go because we both got busy and didn't finish. I've still got 2 boxes that he sent me that I haven't done anything with, and he's got at least one that I sent him he hasn't done anything with. So we need to kind of keep the pace going this time and finish one each month, you know. So the other thing I wanted to say about this... Hey, Susie! Worker lurker. Hello, B, if you're lurking. Hello, other workers and lurkers. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention, I haven't said about the punch needle tool, have I already, Tom?
Not today.
You see, I'm confused because just before I started the stream, for my first proper video about doing the punch needling, I wanted to show this before I start working on it. So I've already said some stuff before we went live, and I don't know if I've said it in reality or not. So this is the punch needle tool that came with the Stitch Kit box. Kirsty and Rachel, bless them, were misinformed by their suppliers. They showed me that they actually showed me the wording on the item from their suppliers, and it totally made it sound like you could adjust it to make like rugs with, you know. But yes, in fact, this one, go on.
You could make a rug with it, a really tiny
like a Persian
rug,
yeah. But in fact, as you can see, this one is quite a fine needle, and it's designed to do like 3 strands of embroidery floss or maybe perlé thread, which is great, beautiful, because I really want, now I've seen some of the things that people do with punch needle apart from what I already knew about. I'm looking forward to experimenting, and I've got some finer fabric, and I'll try some stranded cotton and perlé thread in this and do some kind of more embroidery looking. Beautiful. I can't believe some of the things I've found, and I will share them through the sort of coming weeks as I'm experimenting with this.
Good timing, B.
Did you hear your name, B?
Just as she joined.
Hey, Elaine. So I got in touch with Kirsty and Rachel straight away as soon as I realised, because I know they would have already sent out some pre-ordered boxes, and they were mortified, bless them, because like they're so particular, they're so keen to give really good value, and their boxes are so thoughtfully put together. They don't want anyone to be disappointed in any way. And
but you got to trust your supplier, haven't you?
Yeah,
if they say that it'll be used for that, then you assume that they're not wrong.
Exactly. It was very clearly, quite clearly stated that, yeah. Anyway, so what they did was they got in touch with the other people they'd already sent boxes to and said, we'll send you out another one as soon as we can get hold of it. They offered to send another one to me, but I said, no, don't worry, because I know I've already got one. Because when I saw Tom doing his punch needle, of course, I had to have a go as well.
Well, of course.
And that's about as far as it went. All I did...
Because I showed you how easy it was.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to... Hang on. Try rummaging again now. And this was as far as I got. This is what I did when I had a go with that before. I'd even forgotten really how much of this I had done. I'm so close to finishing and then just left it, didn't I? And it's not perfect, but I'm still quite, pleased with it. I should finish it.
It's pleasant how quickly it comes together with the punch needling, isn't it? Yeah,
it's quite satisfying, and that when you cut it and make that lovely fluffy pile, I just love that. I think that's why I don't want to do the design that they sent, because I just love that effect so much. So the one that I've got, what Kirsty and Rachel are going to do now is they've already ordered a different, and they were going all through trying to make sure they get a good quality tool, because they'd even got some there already that she said, no, we've looked at these, we're just not happy with them, we don't want to send people something that's not good enough. They want people's experience to be enjoyable, and if you try and do something with tools that just aren't going to work, then you feel like you've failed, don't you? It's not a good experience. So yeah, anybody that goes for their punch needle box, you won't get this one, you'll get a different tool, and it won't be this is one that I already had, so it's not going to be this one either. This is just what I happen to have, and I had a bit of a struggle with this last night. So this same little handle is supposed to fit all of these, and you can see they go from the chunkiest one, which is this one, which you could use for like pretty chunky wool to make things like rugs with, right down to I think this. I think that's the smallest
Rachel says
one.
they sent their tools on Friday, so hopefully everyone's received the new tools by now.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I'm sure they will have got them by now. Thanks, Rachel. And that, so you can see the difference in sizes.
Yeah, I mean, one of them can almost go through the other.
I can't make it. I can't make that focus. Come on. There we go. And that, I mean, that almost looks like one strand of floss or machine type thread, doesn't it? It's very fine, that one. So you've got to think about the fabric. I mean, I wouldn't use fine thread and that needle in this type of fabric. You'd need a closer weave fabric. Work. So it's going to take some experience to get used to all of that. But I did find that this size in here worked really well with these threads, and it stayed put nicely and the fabric gripped it well. Yeah. But so you've got two size things to think about from what I've already gleaned from my internet surfing. You've got the gauge of the needle. Hi, Lynn. Let's say hello to Rhonda. Yeah. You've got the gauge of the needle, and what gauge of needle you choose depends on the thickness of the yarn you're going to use and the fabric you're using. You don't want to make too big a hole in the fabric. You want the yarn to go through reasonably freely, but not too quickly. So, you kind of need to experiment a little bit, but it wasn't difficult. You want it to be as free as possible going through the thing so that it's only gripped by the fabric. Well, I watched one lady it was a really useful example. I was watching it on telly, so I couldn't grab a link at the time. But she showed some different kind of ways you can go wrong. And one of the ones she showed, she demonstrated it really well, each of the things. This is what, if this happens, this is probably what you're doing wrong, do this instead. And one of the things she showed was if you use too big a needle for the size of yarn and it comes out too quickly and it kind of just made the loops too big, sort of thing. Yeah, so. But so you got that is one of the sizes, and then you've also got the length of the needle affects the size of the loop that you make. This is where will be half the length of the needle, amount of needle that goes through the thing. Yeah, and this is where I came a cropper with these, because I felt like if you put this in here, you can change the length of this one. I don't want to get that hook out, that screw out, because it was so difficult. So I could change the length of this one just simply by doing that, and yeah. So that was easy. And then with this one though, it feels like you're supposed to use. See, that's come off now. It feels like you're supposed not great to use that tube to change the length, maybe. But I can't push it up any further. If I could push it up, that would stop the needle going through further, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's meant to be adjustable in that way, but I couldn't make it work. With this one, you could move it up and down. It was a bit looser. Basically, they've cheaped out there. It's not very good for adjustable length. I did buy a cheaper. Mine's got replacement collets for the that would make more needles. Sense. Yeah. So then you could set it there. So Yeah, and so all of them are just like a plain metal shaft, like the big one. You said shaft. I did. What's funny about that? Nothing. Some of them have like these numbers down the side, and you just like this little kind of system where you lock it across. I think that's what Rachel had that she wasn't. Sorry, Kirsty had that she wasn't too happy with. She had one like that, but she said it just wasn't locking properly. They'd had an experiment with it, and it wasn't locking, and she just wasn't happy to send that out to people. Which Fair enough. Yeah. See, that's what they like. They don't. They want everyone to have the best possible experience, which I think is really good. But sometimes these things go wrong like this. you know.
And the quality of that is good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what it's not going to work with this yarn. But yeah, sometimes these things go wrong. But as long as you put it right, you know, that's, to me, that says that's a good thing about a company that will say, yep, that's wrong, hands up, you know. We made a mistake there, we'll put it right, and that's what's important. So I'm going to come back and use that when I do the final embroidery, but I'm going to use this one, and I ended up using this without even putting it in there last night, and just let it be as long as it is, because I couldn't work out how to change the length, which is frustrating. Well, yeah.
People talking about TV license there. It's always bugged me that if you're blind or I think deaf, you get a 50% discount on your TV license.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess you're getting half of the entertainment from it, I guess, but come on.
So are you saying that they shouldn't get a discount at all, or they should just not have to pay?
It should be free. I mean, we shouldn't have to have a TV license at all. It's ridiculous that we still do. If we're going to have a TV license, if you're blind or deaf, completely free. Come on. Yeah. Ridiculous.
I think it's fine for them to charge a license fee, really. They should just call it a subscription, the same as all the other platforms.
Like every other channel, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The way we get annoyed is that you've got to have it in order to watch any live TV, even if it's not BBC. That's where you get stroppy, isn't it?
Why is it any of the BBC's business?
I just put Tom on his hobby horse now.
Yeah, I'll rant about this for days.
Yeah. Now, I've got to decide now whether to... I'm sure everybody's thinking, for God's sake, stop talking and do something. Shall I put the blue down to there, or shall I put it that way? What do you think? I feel like orange at the top. What do you think?
Yeah.
You're shaming me. I have all the stuff to... You made a hare and a moon on Hessian to make cushion. Oh, do it, Lynn. What a lovely thing that... Oh, I want to do that now. If you're not going to do it, send me a picture and I'll do it. Yeah, Tom don't have a TV licence. You haven't had one for ages, have you? You don't watch any live TV. You just watch
no, I mean, it's all
iPlayer.
Garbage.
You can't watch iPlayer either, can you?
No, but there's not a lot on there that I care about.
Okay, right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to do this now. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much you want to watch on there, is there, really?
No, I mean, why would I still want to watch live TV when I can watch things that I want to watch when I want to watch them?
Yeah.
With fewer adverts.
The tool did come with needle threaders, which you definitely need.
Yes, it would be a pain without those.
Yeah, you could do it. You could fold a piece of wire or something, but... Do I need to zoom in, or do you think that's all right, Tom?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
So you, did I show that all right? Does anybody want me to show it better? I think that's probably pretty obvious. I put the needle, the thread all the way down through from the top of the needle down. Pulled that up through, and now I've got to go in this hole on the back. And
with these wider needles, you can do it all in one step if you push it down through that hole, and then... Yes,
with the bigger needles, I guess you can, yeah. But
with the smaller ones, maybe not. And with the really small ones, I guess you could use a smaller, sort of normal wire needle threader to get it through the small hole, because that one might be a bit big on like the one strand thing.
Maybe. I don't know, I reckon that'll do it though.
It might.
I'll leave a little bit of an end. And as I say, I'll just use this without the handle at all, but it probably would have been more comfortable with the handle.
Probably a bit, yeah.
Maybe next time I thread, I'll do that.
Normally the handle's quite useful because it gets you to a consistent depth.
Yeah,
as well as being comfortable to hold, but
this
with
bit,
that setup...
Yeah, that gets me. It won't go past that anyway.
I think the people who made the tool added like tubing to needles rather than putting collets in the handle, because it was cheaper to do that.
Yeah. Well, I did buy a cheap tool, Well, it was cheap for the amount you'd got for it. I thought it was very good value, actually.
And no, you don't have to do any knotting at all with this.
No, nothing.
stopping.
No, you don't. That is why you shouldn't. You should make sure you don't prong your finger with the end of the needle. They are fairly sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case, I'm working this way round because the loops are going to end up on what will become the front of my frame. And you just poke it in wherever you want to start, like that. Push it down to wherever your stop is. And for this first one, you just pull the end up through like that. And then rather than waste it, I'm just going to pull that up a little bit. And then one thing you've got to remember is that open part of the needle at the front. So that part should always be facing the direction that you're stitching in.
Yeah.
And then you don't put it out.
Because the yarn comes out the back of it.
Yes. You don't put it out like this and then go in. You've got to make sure you don't do that. If you do it, don't
keep
panic.
It as close to the fabric as you can.
Yeah. If you do that, don't worry. Just pull the thread back so it's always close like that. Otherwise, you get loopy stitches.
Yeah. And this is where having the tiniest amount of tension on the yarn helps. Just to stop it from getting too loose on the back as you go.
But you do have to make sure you don't get.
Yeah, make sure you keep your ball
You've got to keep that
unwinding.
loose. Keep on pulling out extra thread. Otherwise, you just end up with a straight line. Yeah, and I think that's what that lady meant that I was watching when she said don't use too big of a needle for the yarn, because if it comes through too easily, you will get that kind of looping at this side as well as that side.
Yeah.
So then you just go along a little way, depending on how big you want your stitch to be. And go in the next one and go right down all the way. You've got to go all the way down to your stop bit each time.
Yeah.
I'm doing it slowly now to show you, and then so I'm not leaving my needle off the surface of the canvas. I'm keeping it as close as I can and going back in the next one.
And yeah, Jen, watching stuff on catch up is much better than watching stuff on live TV. Although, if you don't have a TV license, don't watch it on catch up on iPlayer, because you're not allowed.
Yeah.
Enjoying what you see? Like and subscribe to see more.
Can you see there? I've got that loop. That's where I stopped and did too much chatting, and I left that loop there. That's where I've let it go too loose on the top. The other stitches are how they should look.
You can pull it through from the other side.
Yeah, I could do that rather than because I'm going to trim it anyway here. So there we go. Yeah. Or you can just stop. You can easily pull it back as well a little way if you need to. But that's because I didn't keep going. I was stopping and talking and not,
Yeah.
Once you get a rhythm going,
and you sort of get a rhythm going, and you're watching something while you do it.
Yeah.
You will find that the yarn has caught on something. You've done a whole load of holes and nothing's gone through.
Yeah. I did that a couple of times.
That happened. But it's not a disaster. The fabric will survive a few passes. If you do it too many times, the weave starts to get a bit too loose to catch the yarn anymore, but you get a few tries.
So you can see that's looking fairly neat. Not bad. I'm just going to look at the other side. And on the other side, you've got all of these loops. And you wouldn't think, looking at that now, you would never think that you could get such a lovely, dense pile when you trim it and fluff it up. I was just so, Would you say those stitches look about the right size, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is the point where I keep thinking, like, okay, just pull a little bit more out. And I'm changing the direction of my needle, so I'm always facing the direction I'm working in. Otherwise, again, you get nasty, loopy, rubbish-looking stitches. Another thing to bear in mind, if you're doing it in a hoop, I'm saying all this as if I'm some sort of expert or something. I've just watched a million videos about it, and I'm quite good at regurgitating what what I've learned, the other thing I have added to my little kit is a pair of pliers, because if you're using the hoops, you need to make sure it's really drum tight. Otherwise, you won't get the tension that you need in the fabric to be able to get a good result. You know. So they suggest, more than one person I watched suggested actually using pliers to tighten up the thing at the top of the hoop, you know, to make sure it's really, really tight, and make sure you pull it all around the fabric.
Yeah, I didn't bother with pliers. I just kept on retensioning the fabric as it got looser, which
but also
works,
you've probably got better grip than me in the first place.
Possible, yeah.
This is the sort of thing that can happen without you realising, like Tom was just saying about, you suddenly realise, see where I've got there, that yarn has become hooked around the scissors and I didn't even realise. That's enough.
Yeah.
That'll happen, and then you'll find you've just got one great long stitch because the tension was ruining it. So yeah, it's easy to forget.
It really doesn't take much for it to.
No.
Because the only thing making the stitch is the tension of the fabric around the needle holding the yarn that you just pushed through. As for the type of fabric, monk's cloth is the one that's usually recommended for doing it with yarn like this.
Apparently also
you want something that's not stretchy.
Yeah, no stretch at all. Cotton, really. Or linen, apparently you can use as well. It's also called Panama cloth, I saw somewhere. I didn't know before. But you can do it in like Hessian or burlap as well. But you've just got to get the right yarn and thickness of needle.
And yes, Lynette, the slot for a screwdriver is indeed easier than pliers. If you've got one that has a slot. If it's like a wing nut type thing instead, then obviously that's going to require pliers.
And I've watched some people doing this, and at this point they're doing what I'm doing now so fast and smoothly. I'm sure I will get faster as I go along. At the moment, I think it's better to go slow and get a better result. And like Tom said, you can, if you get the odd few loose ones, you can pull the loops from behind as well.
Yeah, if you're going to be cutting the loops anyway, you can.
Yeah. So I've got a couple there that are a little bit. I've got one there where I've kind of either skipped a stitch or I've not made it small enough, but I'm not going to worry about that too much because I'm going to do another line along here in a minute anyway. Yeah,
it is quite forgiving. Like that thing that I made that we can't show people because it's got weird words in it. Looks neat on the top, but it's all, if anything, slightly too densely packed. The whole thing tries to curl over. Oh look, I've done a boo-boo there, look. I don't know whether to actually pull that back because that's going to annoy me. I am going to pull that back. That's the one where you got a long stitch. Yeah. Okay. It would have been fine though, especially since it's at the edge and the next row would just hide. Probably cover it, but just to demonstrate that it is easy to pick back if you want to. A little bit too easy. You've got to be careful how you put things down. Yeah. But once it's done, I did find that I didn't feel like it was all going to come apart or anything, especially when they're all packed closely together. I don't know how I will get on with that with doing the more kind of embroidery kind where you're not filling in the whole background and everything. Yeah. It's like, I think people recommend gluing at least the ends of where you did stuff. I asked Barbara. In between. I asked Barbara about that. So Barbara Brown, who is one of our regular peeps in our community, she's her one of her like favourite things is punch needling, and she also does rug hooking and things. She's actually written magazine articles about it as well. And I asked her about it, and she said I'll come back to you on the questions, but no glue. So I'm itching to see what she says about it. She was clearly adamantly against the idea of glue, but for the most part the fabric holds it pretty tightly. I think when people are making rugs, they tend to put glue on the back because it's a rug and it's going to get walked up. Yeah, I guess that's different from if it's a decorative piece that. But there should be no reason for stuff to come out. because it's held in quite tightly, especially with this cut loop approach.
Yeah.
Unless you're purposely pulling one of the strands out, there is no reason for it to come loose.
Yeah, I did find when I came to unpick everything this morning that I did the night before, I found it was actually, although once I got an end and I could pull, I could pull it out, but it wouldn't have come out easily. It did reassure me that it wouldn't have come out without me wanting it to. So that was quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, especially as, the two strands tend to be quite close to each other. So if you pull anything, you're likely to pick up the two ends of the same loop.
Yeah.
And then it won't go anywhere. So you'd be very unlucky to lose any stuff.
So you can see my line's a bit wobbly there, but I think that'll be okay. Time it's cut and everything, it'll be fine as well. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to turn and go across one, I think. So I'm turning my my needle as I go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over to there.
Yeah, I was quite glad I had a circular
hoop
that I was working in, because it made it quite easy to turn.
Yeah.
I did find I had to turn the fabric a lot.
I do like the idea of this being a ready-made framed piece, though, is quite appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, although you can hang them up in the hoops and leave them in the hoop, can't you? So now I've got to turn my needle again so that the open part again is at the front there. So you don't want to do it. You don't want to just go that way, or it'll make a bad stitch. It will kind of work, but it will make a bad loopy, not in a good way, stitch.
It'll be a little bit messy, yeah.
So I'm turning to face the way I'm working again. I'll go back the other way. I'll see if I can speed up a little bit now. I'm at an awkward angle, as always, trying to do it arm's length for the camera, but see if I can speed up a little bit, because I'd really like to get to the point of showing how this looks when you trim it, but I don't know if I will get that far. I suppose I could do a small section of the orange. Don't have to do the whole thing before I trim it, do I?
Well, one thing I would recommend, if you're doing the cut loops anyway, is when you've done a row, trim the loops then.
Yeah.
Because one thing that is annoying is when you go next to a row you've already done, the end of the needle can catch on the existing loop and make them all uneven.
Okay, I'll do that now then. Tom's top tip.
Yeah. And I also found it was very annoying and time consuming to try and snip all the loops in half when it was just a massive finished piece. Good advice from Shorts, just be faster.
Thanks, Shorts. Have you finished mending your towel yet? Did you find your thread yet? Yeah, normally, I didn't see anyone else say about this, so that is definitely a top Tom tip.
It might not be the way to do it, but I found it very annoying catching the loops with the needle. Because it ends up pulling one end of the thing, and you end up with one small stitch and one long one. I
can see that, yeah.
The likelihood of it actually catching is quite low, but there's a lot of loops, so
yeah,
it still
certainly
happens.
once you start getting several rows, yeah.
Yeah, Hessian and wool sounds like it would work nicely.
Yeah. Somebody I was watching did say that she's found that people often make the mistake of thinking they can just punch needle directly into any of their garments, like take a t-shirt and stuff, and no, you can't. It's got to be kind of a woven fabric like this, and it's got to be the right. The holes have got to be the right size for the yarn you're wanting to use, I guess, is the thing. But one thing I thought was interesting that one lady said, but she had a similar one to this, but of course even this comes in different counts, just like cross-stitch fabric comes in like 11 count, 15 count, whatever. This does as well. This is softer than Ada or something. It feels softer. But she liked this one because, or to me it looked the same as this one, because she said you can use like double knitting wool, but you can also use finer threads and they will hold in it as well. So she said if you want to do a piece where you're using different thicknesses of thread on the same piece, this is really good. So I thought that was interesting too.
Doing it on t-shirts, but ironing interface on the back, yeah.
That's a good idea.
You need something to give it enough structural integrity.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're not going to cut the loops,
then you can't. You wouldn't do. Yeah.
Well, you can get away with the problem that we're avoiding by cutting them now.
Yeah.
By just making sure you go through an angle away from the row you've already done slightly, so you're less likely to collide with the loop that's already there.
What, actually turn the needle at an angle like that? Or?
Yeah, as in you just move your hand down a bit in this instance so that the needle went through and just was not going towards the loops, basically.
Oh, like that?
To the point.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to work out what you meant, yeah.
But, yeah.
That's the kind of thing that I think the more you do it, you will find that kind of thing. I'm just making sure I don't, because when I pricked my finger, it was because I was holding it here underneath, and I just stabbed my needle through and went straight into my finger and bled all over my frame.
It goes through with a bit of speed once it finally pops through, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially if you're on a bit that's kind of a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
I was so, like I say, huge rabbit hole. I was so impressed and inspired by all of the different things I saw that people do with it. Do you think that's too much of a gap that I've left there, Tom?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It is very forgiving once you've got multiple rows in there.
Yeah.
If anything, it's probably already too dense anyway, so
okay.
Yeah. Shorts are saying yaw, not rotation. Depends. If we're looking at this as like this thing is a little vehicle travelling along, then yaw is the steering that she's doing. So if anything, it would be roll.
You are a couple of nerds.
Or if we're looking at it from our point of view, I guess pit.
Working quite closely to the edge of this frame like this, because I'm now working from the back, I'm finding that is getting in my way a little bit. Once I get into the middle, I think that will be easier.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, it's just a little bit, I keep catching my thumb on it. Tell me if I go off screen, Tom, because I'm just kind of likely to get...
Well, I mean, you're always going to be off screen, off the bottom somewhere, because, you're tiny.
Not me, I mean what I'm working on.
But what you're working on is fine. So I'll keep changing the frame of reference.
So
yeah.
If this was meant to be so the pattern that they sent in the box was just using straight stitches all over, I would have had to go closer than this, wouldn't I? Because that would have been gappy.
And neater, yeah.
And neater. I think I'd have had to go... I find it difficult to go neat on a curve when you're working on a grid of fabric. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if I wanted the stitches to be really neat, I'd have to go back and forth that way rather than follow the curve. Maybe that's what I should be doing rather than following the curve, do you think?
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I think following the curve like this, certainly for the way you want the loops, I think this is the right way to do it.
Yeah, it feels right to me. Oh, sometimes you get the odd one that doesn't want to go through like that, which is...
Yeah. I'm not really that tall, Lynn. I don't know exactly what my height is. The doctor was lying about it for whatever reason.
He said you were over 6 foot, didn't he?
Yeah, which I'm not. I'm somewhere slightly under 6 foot. So yeah, about 3 feet taller than the Hobbit.
It's not. It's about a foot taller than me. It's not even a foot taller than me. I think I have shrunk, but not that much.
Yeah, not quite that much.
This is where now I'm thinking the wooden handle. Oh look, see, I've done a classic there where I'm leaning on that.
Pinching the yarn.
Yeah, and so this is what happens. So this is a good example. It stops letting itself loop through to make the stitch. It just does that. So that's because
it's very easy to not notice.
Yeah. Because it will keep going through, so you don't realise anything is stuck.
Yeah, see, Schultz has met us both in person, so he confirms that I'm about 3 feet taller than the Hobbit.
Yeah, Schultz, you're not big, funny or clever either.
Yeah, I will also shrink, Sylvia, this is true.
It's like
Not
having an extra...
quite to the height that the Hobbit is, but...
It's like having an extra son, Schultz.
You lucky devil.
Yeah.
You need a table clamp. Yeah, so you can do this without moving the frame. Once you get used to sort of turning the needle, you can just go in whatever direction you want.
Oops, I've got these all.
Certainly when I was starting, I found it a lot easier to just keep the needle in one direction and turn the frame.
And turn it, but maybe I'll try it this time then. I'll try, instead of turning, I'm going to turn my needle the other way.
And it would be easier as well if you had some kind of handle that made it obvious where the front was.
Yeah.
Lynn's lost 1.5 inches, yeah. We were actually just talking about the fact that I'm going to shrink the other day, weren't we?
Were we?
I was saying that, I was saying the only way I'd end up at your height is if I'd lost my legs to diabetes. Which, you know...
Not the kind of shrinkage we're talking about.
No.
Oops, getting a bit slapdash there.
Yeah, I'll go to the naughty step now before I lose my legs.
Yeah, you should just live on the naughty step.
I mean, I've got base camp set up there. Snoppy and Sylvia are both there with me.
Yeah, you'll be in good company.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to do it from that angle. I'm going to have to turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's... Hopefully, by doing this loopy part first, my stitching will become more consistent. So by the time I come to do the reverse part for the surrounding sky on the other side, maybe I'll be a bit neater by then. Learning as I go.
I don't know exactly
learning
what you've
as I
done,
go.
Sylvia, but you all join me in saying lovely things about the Hobbit now and then. So everyone here is on the naughty step. Your name was just at the top of the chat window for me, so I included you.
I think like last Homely House Kate has got the giant never-ending lime green sofa. I think we've just got a giant pink naughty step. It's only pink because it's pink in the emoji.
Yes, I don't know why we went with pink.
I think we just wanted a variety of colours of emojis at the time.
It was one of the colours in our little palette. Ooh, mind that tension.
Yeah, that's getting a bit sloppy now, isn't it? I'm sort of making myself speed up a bit because I want to get to the point of trimming something so that people can see that.
Yeah.
So I'm not being very careful, really.
You're being very nice to me, actually.
Not being very nice.
This piece is going to do an uppercut to you in a minute.
Yeah, I'll do an uppercut to you in a minute. Surprising how far the yarn goes, I thought.
Yeah.
I suppose if you're using the embroidery threads, certainly with perlé you could just put it off the ball like this, but with stranded cotton you'd have to use, take as long a length as you could manage to get the 3 strands off, and have to keep rethreading, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean the nice thing about not having to knot anything is you can just rethread quite easily.
And carry on, yeah. I think down here I'm just going to go back and forth a bit and do a little chunk so I can trim it off and show what that looks like. But I will... Oh, that's not very good. I will share my punching adventures.
She's getting into boxing.
Because I just think there's a lot to explore with this. It's going to go on beyond the month for sure. It's really... I'd quite like to do a piece, just, you know, random shapes, undulating lines and things with all different colours and textures and weights of yarn in it. Some fluffed up, some smooth, some, you know.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't combine it with other needlecraft things, but put some beading in there or felting or whatever. Well, that's no good.
True. Freeform, yes.
Freeform, yes, exactly. Yeah, I quite fancy a bit of freeform.
Like, is it time for dinner chat? It's always time for dinner chat.
Yeah, it is. Like, I don't think Jackie's in today, is she? She's been a bit under the weather lately, but she does some kind of freeform. Not always freeform. She uses designs as well, but she does rug hooking, and with different textures and things. So it looks amazing. So something like that as an art piece, as a punch needle piece, would be nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of similarities between this and rug hooking.
Yeah, I think that's why Barbara does both. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crossover. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is come down here. So what are you having? Who said about dinner? Kate. What are you having, Kate? Bangers and mash at lunchtime. I could have bangers and mash now. That's Jen having cookies. I've got to make them
exciting bangers or just, you know...
Any bangers are exciting.
Classic.
We really got into that Tuscan sausage and bean stew, didn't we?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I've got to make... I bought a huge bag of bananas for 69p. It was basically 2 bunches in there, so one bunch wasn't too far gone. I mean, it was basically still banana coloured inside. I've sliced them all up and left them to open freeze on a baking tray in the freezer, and then I will put them into a bag, and I'm going to whiz them together with yoghurt to make a healthy version of ice cream, which works really well. It's very nice, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah. Talking of 69p, we're coming up, well, we're already past halfway through.
So it's time to do the 69
time
members.
To do members and, maybe a bit of Discord.
It was 69 members, but it's now 71 members because we've got 2 new people, Sue and another Nancy. I say another Nancy because it's our second Nancy member now. And, very exciting. So we need to get that new emoji done now. I say we. I need to annoy Tom until he does it, really.
Yeah.
He has been busy doing templates for the Viviana project this week.
Yes.
I'm getting sloppy with this now because I'm trying to... But you'll see that even though it looks quite sloppy, once you trim it and stuff on the right side...
Yeah, I've got a very sloppy backside.
Yeah. We love a messy backside around here. Turn again. My rainbow's a little bit wobbly, but I'm not going to give myself a hard time over it.
It's amazing how much neater things look once it's all done and trimmed, and you know, obviously if you're not cutting your loops, then the trimming ain't going to happen.
No. I saw one lady doing the using the piles side and really sculpting it like, topiary kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So when you want to finish, you can just, what I've ended up doing is just cutting it here.
Yeah.
Putting it out again, leave it threaded. Oh, I've forgotten to... I've done several bows now and I've not done the loops, have I? But
this would be an example of why it's good to do it as you go, because you can cut several at once if there's just one row of them, but now they're all in different directions.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm just going to cut them across like that. But already,
Sure.
I love that. I love that. I love the feel of it. So, shall we do a members roll call and then have a peek at Discord? If anybody wants to put anything in Discord to show us that hasn't already, now's the time.
Yeah, there's not much stuff in there so far.
Oh, let's look at. Hang on, let me just read the dinners. A minute. Apple crumble. Ooh, yum. Did you do that while you couldn't sleep, Snoppy? Oh, Nikki. Yogurt. Blur. You feeling better though? Yeah, apart from that. Kathy at Karma's Creatures. Kathy, you're in Australia as well, aren't you? Am I getting that wrong? I think she is. Pie and chips for dinner with mushroom gravy. I might be making that up about Kathy being in Australia. Oh, roast pork, apple and... Oh my God! Roast pork and applesauce rolls. Yum. Yeah, so I've still got this other bunch of bananas, so I thought I'd make, because that's a bit more far gone, I thought I'd make banana bread without banana cake or banana muffins or something. So I'll do that later, because I just needed a couple more jobs. Taco pie. I've never heard of taco pie with tomatoes and cucumbers from my garden. That sounds amazing. Tandoori chicken. Can't put nice water in. Nikki's done a few needle punch kits from Hooked by Design. Oh, were they good? Nikki, did you enjoy them? I love getting craft kits. It's like the best kind of present, it really is. I'm struggling to scroll through here now because my scroll thing isn't working properly.
Yeah.
No, still waiting for the test. Oh, Nikki.
And Susie, it looks this
dear.
shaggy on the right side at the moment because it's still loose. Once you cut them, it starts to look like a very dense pile.
That's why I wanted to just do this little bit to show you, because you'd be amazed how it transforms it. And even though it's this cotton yarn, it just goes really fluffy and it's brilliant. Yeah. So I'm going to do, but I keep distracting myself. I'm going to say thank you to my members now. So, and a special welcome to the new people, which was Sue and Nancy, I think I've already mentioned, and a special thank you to LJ, who gifted 5 memberships to 5 different people. Oh, I'm going to say all the same stuff now.
Enjoying what you see?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe to see more.
He's definitely just out of uni, that one. So that's really nice. So, but the trouble is, somebody gifts them memberships like that, and then YouTube randomly assigns them. So they might have assigned them to people who don't even watch anymore. I recognise some of the names, but not all. So I hope people will make the most of it. Make the most of it. Use your members only discount while you can, because you get that free membership lasts for a whole month. So, it won't let me do that. Okay, just do this then. Right, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say thank you very, very much to all these lovely 71 lovely people who support us in this way. It's just, it's hugely appreciated. I was saying the other day on a video, I get sort of almost bored of hearing myself say it. It's like you say the same words over and over again, they lose their power, but I mean it every bit as much as I did when we first activated memberships. And some of these people have been with us like right from that very beginning, that first week. So it's brilliant. And if it carries on like this, we're going to have to speed them up a bit, If anybody is, I've got to go back out of there now. No. If anybody is interested in joining us as a member, there's a join button somewhere along the bottom here. Along the bottom here on my screen, it might be somewhere else on your device. You can
YouTube
click on that and tell you about it.
If you're already subscribed and there's a button that says subscribe plus, that is the join button.
Oh yeah, you said about that last time.
Changed the net. No idea why they keep changing everything, but.
So I'm going to start just trimming this little area now, because I just wanted to show you this one area so you can see what it looks like. And I'm going to trim this rainbow bit, I'm going to trim quite close. The clouds I'm going to leave longer. The clouds I might even leave loopy, just to have a different effect.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not snipping the loops open, I'm cutting them, because I'm cutting it quite short. I'm mostly just cutting it all down at the same time.
Length anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, always be careful when you're trimming, because you can always trim shorter.
Yeah. Last night
people are doing...
Last night I was doing it with my big chunky dressmaking scissors, because that's what I had there, and they were a little bit unwieldy, but these are probably a bit easier. Yeah. They need to be sharper scissors. Don't use your paper scissors, you know.
Yeah. I use the little snip things that came with my kit.
Yeah, well, I've got the snip things from Stitch Kit. These are Stitch Kits. I've got Stitch Kit stuff everywhere. I've got a Stitch Kit pen. I have got Stitch Kit snips. I think I've put it in with my Bazaar stuff to take. What were you going to say when I interrupted just now?
Oh yeah, when people are doing like rug tufting, which is basically the same thing, but it cuts the loops automatically and it's a machine that does it very quickly.
Oh yeah.
They trim with like hair clippers essentially.
Yeah.
So technically you could do that. But the problem is they tend to, because it's a big rug, they can get away. They have like a big flat plate thing on it that stops you from trimming too deep.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, you have to use it very carefully if you're using it on something small.
I don't think that scissors are quite sharp enough actually. I think it does need to be these are so huge. I just feel like it'll do a better job if it's really sharp. I saw one lady who was doing she was really sculpting. She was doing birds. And then she trimmed all the parts the same length, and then she sculpted to make the wing shape and everything. It was really good what she did. Yeah. She had a little mini hoover and was hoovering these bits off in between, which I could kind of see why you would want to do that.
Yeah, it's already looking a lot denser just from having done what you've done so far.
And I'm, as I say, I'm not experienced at this. This is like my first kind of experience with doing punch needling, so like I always say, if I can do it, anyone can. But you could definitely,
Jodie and Evelyn.
You can definitely do it better. Hello. Oh, don't let us distract you. Get that newsletter done. Says me, queen of getting distracted at the moment.
Yeah.
You should have an inability to just finish one thing and move on, Just I keep thinking, oh, I'll just do that a minute, I'll just do that a minute. If I got an odd 5 minutes, I'm not just kind of thinking, I'll just chill out for a bit. I'm thinking, right, what can I do with this 5 minutes?
Hey, Debs. Sorry to hear your neighbours are being problematic for a sec.
Not again. Oh, Debs, you've been struggling with that for ever since we've known you.
Yeah.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's not so bad for your mental health, that kind of thing, constantly. You can't, your own home is meant to be a haven, isn't it? And when it's not, it's easy to get carried away with this, isn't it? Oh, don't go there. Like you say, once you've taken it off, you can't put it back.
I mean, you can always pull it out and redo it. But,
so, hang on. I've got fluff everywhere now.
It will be handy because it does really make a mess.
Yeah.
I was wearing a black t-shirt.
Oh yeah, it was all over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will work on that more and tidy it up some more, and I might find that once I've done the clouds I want to trim the rainbow down even more. But you can already see, look at the difference. To me that doesn't even feel like cotton anymore, it feels so fluffy.
Yeah. And
I could sculpt the sides down as well, which I might do once I'm done with this. I definitely want the clouds to stand proud of the rainbow. And then I want the sky to be flat, more like the flat stitching, which I hope I'll get better by then. You can see I need to do some more work on this. I might get those snips that I've put in the Bazaar thing and just try those instead. I feel like I want to, yeah.
You could do that, Shorts,
And
yeah.
a second time in the same area with a different colour after trimming it. Can you? I would, yeah, that would be really fun, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that because obviously, basically, you can leave a bit of a gap between your rows of stitches because it's such a dense pile.
Yeah.
You can leave a bit of a gap and then go into that gap later to avoid disturbing things with your other colour.
That's quite gappy there.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely could. Yeah. You could also, there's no reason why you couldn't stitch into it, you know.
Yep.
You could stitch beads or whatever in amongst it as well. I think that could be really interesting to try. And another thing I saw, the lady that was doing the real kind of sculpting with it, she filled all of her area with this, and then I don't know if it was before or after she did the trimming, she did another line of straight stitch around it, like with the fluffiness on the back, just to kind of tidy the edges of it. But she was being very precise. And of course, what people also do is not just have a framed piece like this, but they'll do it on a hoop to keep the fabric taut. But then once it's all done, they cut it out close to the edge, and they make little kind of coasters and things like that with them, or little charms and stuff. There's all kinds of things you can do with it.
Yeah, because you can fold the excess fabric back quite neatly around your outline.
So you don't have
and it ends up just looking like a seamless thing.
So if you're going to cut this out, then you'd cut like 1/4 of an inch or centimetre away from the edge and turn it under.
Cuts in it to allow it to turn under neatly.
Yeah. Well, I need a...
And when people are doing that for custom rugs, because often they want it to be whatever custom shape as well, they'll turn it under, and then there's a backing material that covers all of the folded over
the folded over bit.
Because they do that, they tend to use hot glue to turn it over and keep it there because it's the mess will be hidden.
Yeah. I have seen people painting the shapes first, and I think for a start that would be it's a nice easy way to do it without having to draw the outline. Or I quite fancy having a go at that. And then if you got little gaps as well, they'd be covered, wouldn't they? And
just
also
be careful that the paint doesn't fill in the holes in the canvas.
Make it difficult to get through. Especially if you use like acrylic paint, that could be an issue, I can imagine. Look, I've got some bits here where it looks gappy, and it turns out it's because I haven't actually snipped those loops yet.
Yeah, it is very easy to miss when you're doing that trimming across the that's what I tried to do at first. And it's surprising how much of a difference it makes, just those couple of little things.
Yeah, it just think there's a blip there.
Snipped.
Why is there a blip? It's them.
Yeah. When you get them all, you just get this perfect, smooth, fuzzy.
Yeah. You've done it. You've done a brilliant job of yours. Of course, it's very easy.
The trimming took ages doing it all afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, I've just done that really quickly. I haven't taken too much care over it. I just wanted to quickly show how much difference it makes. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say about the idea of painting the canvas first, I saw people doing, was and it wasn't on this type of fabric, it was a different type of fabric, but they painted shapes first and then punch needled into some of it, but not all of it. And then there were beads added in other sections of it, so you've got this contrast between all these different textures. You could bring needle felting in as well, because that would work quite well on the same fabric, I think. It's really got my imagination going, the idea of doing this and combining it with other things. I'd also, as well as when I do the can't stop now, when I do the finer embroidery pieces, I want to try using that, hang on, this stuff that I had all those different rolls of in different colours.
Yeah,
I reckon that would be quite a fun one to do, like little animals and things in this furry stuff. Yeah, so I'll have to try it. I don't know how robust it would be at going through, but I'll experiment because I've got plenty of it.
Yeah, ink tents would work well for the painting.
Yeah, ink tents would be better because it wouldn't make it go hard, would it? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would like to try some of that on... I found these other... Did I show the other fabrics I was going to use, Tom? Yeah, I did, didn't I? So, but somebody might not have been here at that point. So, like with this type of fabric, I'd be interested to try painting ink tents onto that first. With this. Yeah. Barbara was saying she uses linen sometimes. So yeah, it's gonna... I think this will be quite a long, ongoing experiment. I'm really glad to have... it's one of the nice things about having boxes like that, isn't it? It gets you trying things.
Yeah.
You might not have thought of.
Yeah, as it happens, you already had punch needle stuff, but you hadn't actually done it yet.
Yeah, it just sort of prompted me to get my arse in gear, really. Yeah, I need to do more work on this for sure, but I might find that once it's all done, I won't feel that way. I'll see.
Yeah, it's especially if you have two colours butting up against each other, it's best to not over trim them until you've got the second colour there.
Yeah, because I don't want to end up with like a gap between or something, or... Yeah,
sometimes you do want to trim down quite close between them to get a really crisp line, but sometimes it's, you end up with a massive shadow because it's trimmed too low next to the thing.
Just try to pull the end through before I sit.
But yeah, like the letters were almost unreadable on the rude things that
Yes, until you trimmed it and then they were revealed.
Yeah.
Very extremely rude.
Yes. One of them said, "Tiny hobbit darling." Except it was a ruder word than darling.
Yes. Oh, we need to look in the...
a four-letter word.
We need to look in the live stream follow-along room, don't we?
Yes.
I don't want to stop now though because I'm now in the zone. Oh, don't grip it like that because you'll skip stitches. Yeah, I think the reason it's easy to miss that you're skipping stitches is because it does still go through. And so it feels
it kind of looks like a stitch as well until you look closely.
Yeah.
You realise that it is in fact one stitch, not 6.
It's very similar to when you're stitching on your sewing machine and you don't realise that the bobbin thread has run out. So all the stitches are just... It looks like it's making stitches, but they're all just skipping across the top. It's exactly the same as that, really. See, I just need... The neatness of those stitches is fine. Those last few stitches that I've done. Oh. Yeah. It's fine. It's getting them in neat rows and not having the gaps in between, which is what I'm going to have to work on when I come to do the background where this will be the side that we'll see. So, yeah, that's going to take a bit more practice. But all of this rainbow part is giving me a chance to practice the stitching.
You have to take some felt and needle punch the petals, I can imagine punching through felt might work quite well, because it would still grip around the thing quite well, even though it's not like
it'd be very interesting to try. Yeah, I didn't see anybody trying that, but I can't see why not. Yeah. And one thing that I liked about what I pulled out here, so where I was going to do that... hang on, too lazy to get off my bum.
Or your life. She's never doing anything.
Maybe I should have just left it to show. It's just that I wanted to start on the rainbow. Yeah, so where I did like this one, I did this side of the stitch in the very middle. Then I did some loopy ones around here, which I then cut to make a little kind of fuzzy outline. It's a bit like where you get sunflowers, where you get that kind of differently textured ring around the outside that they have. And then this I did in the long straight kind of stitches. But with this size, you can make it looks almost like a like doing a lazy daisy, but very, very fast. Yeah.
It can be very quick, yeah.
I think it's going to be the combining thing that's going to really interest me, I think. Combining it with other needlecrafts, and also combining different types of yarn and things together. I quite like the idea of doing the more what I call embroidery ones, but without having to fill in all of the background. So I think for them, I'll either leave a neutral background or I will paint a background. I don't want to go buying any kind of coloured fabric to use, especially because I've got such a lot of, you know.
Oh, do you have a lot of fabric?
No. I'll always find a reason to get more. Right, should we have a look at Discord before I go any
there's
further
definitely a few
with
things
that?
in there to look at now.
So for anybody that doesn't know, this is our... Would somebody like to type !live into the chat for me, please? And that will bring up a link to Discord for anyone that hasn't already joined us. We've had a few new members recently, actually. I'm going to go in there now.
We have, yeah.
Bing bong.
Show us what you're doing in the live
that's
stream
loud.
follow along room in our Discord.
You'd think she wouldn't be surprised because of the bing bong.
Oh, the bing bong's supposed to warn me, isn't it? But so these are the pictures. So inside that hideous thing that Johnny sent me were pictures of, what's it called? Passosella in the Dolomites. And this is what it really looks like, which you can see from the picture. You can see that's it's very beautiful. I mean, look, I bet that's absolutely breathtaking when you're actually there. I could do like a miniature Bob Ross painting to go inside there, could I?
You could.
I mean, that just looks like, you can imagine Bob Ross doing that scene, can't you? It's even got the little happy little trees in the front. Beautiful.
You need to try doing a Bob Ross painting in that VR painting thing that I got.
Yes. I haven't done much in that. Don't know why. I don't know what I've been doing.
Just lazy, sitting about.
Oh. Hey, part 3 of the third, our Halloween crochet along. Have you finished the other one you were doing now, Sylvia? The festival blanket. I love that pumpkin. I do love it. I do love a crochet along. It's really fun. I like the way they feed you with so many new rows each week, or squares each week, or whatever it is. Complete at last. Thank you to everyone for the inspiration and lovely comments on Facebook. Yay! Beautiful. Well done, Jackie. Oh, look, I like that variegated perlé thread in there. Ah, lovely. That's nice, the way you've done the stitches around the seam there. Gorgeous. Oh, this is Dawn. This is because Dawn's gone off now, isn't she? But this is like looking out over their pier or something, she said, wasn't it? Was it so beautiful where she is? The sun is always shining, and it is always hot. Oh, look here. Fascinates
I've seen some
me.
other videos of that place. It looks amazing.
Yeah, she's done a few videos. Yeah. They're amazing. We've all like come together like this from just so many different parts of the world. It's incredible. Carrie's been arty again this week. My mum's house and Beeston Castle here in Cheshire. Used coloured pencils to colour them in after sketching and drawing them. I think I love watercolour. I'm not very good with it. I love what other people do with it, but coloured pencils are so convenient, aren't they? Also Inktense pencils, or really good watercolour pencils are good as well. Let's have a look at these. Is this your mum's house? That's so lovely. You should do that. I saw that this I can't remember what she's called. It's been years since I used to watch that. But this girl, I think it took off a bit during lockdown. But she used to use Google Maps to find little houses and buildings and things, and it was mostly like, you know, domestic houses, and she would just paint them. And it was fascinating to watch. She'd just find this cute little house on Google Maps and just paint it in a real quirky style. It was lovely.
Urban sketching without leaving the house.
Yeah, really. Yeah, she had. I think she had reasons why that was difficult. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's a lovely one, Kerry. I love all the different colours in the brickwork. Tell you what, in the time that I've known you, your drawing and painting has really, really come on. You've, like, you know, when someone draws and paints all the time like Kerry does, you definitely, that's how you learn it. It's how you improve, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I never improve, because I just do things once.
Never spend any time on them again, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying quilt piece, not sure what to do with the sky. Is this quilt piece, is this Bonkers quilt piece, Deb? Is that what you're meaning? Or are you making another quilt? What to do with the sky? You don't need to do too much with the sky. You could just do a lot of straight stitching back and forth across it, really. You could add some clouds or something. Embroider some birds on a flock of birds.
Yeah, Sylvia sounds pretty hungry right now.
What about...
There's a cake with chocolate fingers as the fence, yeah.
You're food obsessing, Sylvia. You could put a kite in the sky, Deb. That could be fun.
Could do.
Don't you think you need to do too much? I love that. Love the little flowers.
Yeah, you don't want to overwork it.
No. Sometimes... Yay! Granny Sue's got threads ready to take to Sussex. I've got a few of them as well. I think we're going to be well off for threads. They look lovely. Gorgeous. Those ones down the bottom left there. So are they ones you coloured yourself? Oh, some gorgeous. We're going to have always, like, the thought of sitting there with, like, people I feel like I do know you. It's just like, you know, meeting up in person with, isn't it? Yeah. Sitting there, hopefully in the sunshine, but not too hot. Spending a day stitching. Well, I'll be spending the entire weekend stitching.
Oh, Sharon's back from an appointment. Welcome back. You've missed all kinds of punch needling. Well, mostly one kind, but you know.
close up of the stitch along, crochet along. I mean, Mickey Mouse and doing some drawing to focus away from the pain. Oh, cool.
It's looking very good. And
are you still using your non-dominant hand, Nikki, for that? Oh, look at the texture in that, and beautiful.
Yeah.
This is saying all sorts of threads, some 6 strands, some you've dyed out. I thought there was some that she'd dyed, various textures. Yeah, that's what I've tried to do with the ones I've put together. Lots of different textures and a good range of colours. Yeah. I wish everyone was coming. It would have to be a blooming huge table though, wouldn't it?
It would be a big table, yeah.
Oh, look, she's done more now since then. Beads added to the tree and a French knot sun. Great idea. Oh, I love that. So, Deb, is it for the Bonkers quilt when you say quilt piece?
She did say yes.
Oh, she did. Oh, lovely. I can't wait to see that. Get it in the post. Starting to run out of time now. Well, I mean, if it arrives after I go, it's fine. I'll stitch it on when I come back. But I'd love to have as many pieces as possible actually there with us at the event. Would be nice. Because we're going to film it and stuff as well. That French knot sun with the pistol stitches. Is it pistol stitches or just yeah. I mean, in effect, that's what a pistol stitch is, isn't it? A long stitch with a French knot on the end. Pew, pew. Not that kind of pistol. That's what I thought. See, it's why I was calling them bullet stitches for ages, because my brain had remembered a gun. And to me, it signified a bullet being shot out of a gun.
I mean, it looks like a bullet flying away with a little line behind it.
Exactly. That's what
I can see where your brain was going.
Yeah, someone did let me know it's pistol stitch.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy started on a Viviana piece. Yum. It's nice to see so many people downloading the templates. Tom's working on the lobster now, but the seahorse is there, the octopus is there, and anybody that bought the underwater one, remember that you'll look out for an automatic email that you'll get from Gumroad to tell you when the lobster is added in, and you just follow that link, or you can go into your Gumroad account and just you won't need to pay again. Basically, if you've paid for that collection, if we add more to it later, you'll get that automatically. Those are going to be lovely for a background. Beautiful start. I think I'm going to use some of my batik pieces for the backgrounds. I'm going to put calico underneath, but I'm going to apply pieces to it like that. Yeah. Someone's just typing something. I was going to come out of there, but somebody's typing something.
Yeah.
That could be ages, though. Could be ages. Sometimes I think people are clicked on there and they're not actually typing anything at all. It's just waiting for them to type something.
Yeah, I mean, if you just accidentally press the space bar or something, it'll think you're typing for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely lot. Okay, I'm going to carry on with my punching. I could just stop this bit here now and do a bit of white for a change. I might do that.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about the punching, that you can just stop and start.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Yeah. And I might try, if I'm going to wind on anyway, fed up, I'm going to might as well and have another go at using the handle thing to make it more comfortable.
Oh, the message has just come through with a nice big image.
Oh, has it? Should I go back?
You should, yeah.
Ah, here we go. Hi, Suki. Is that how you say it, Suki? I'm Kathy. Ah. So you're Karma Kathy's daughter, Jo, from Jo's Paradise of Colour on YouTube. Hello. This is going to be... Oh, we'll add you to... Oh, I need to write it down because I'll forget. We'll add you to the YouTubers list. Was it? Jo's Paradise.
Thanks for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe.
Of Colour. It's going to be your first go at slow stitching a book cover or anything in many years. Woohoo! Let's have a look. Gorgeous. Lovely mixture of fabrics there. Oh, you're going to have fun with that.
Yeah.
I'll check out your channel later. Are we saying it right, Suki?
Deb's taking a leaf out of your book. She's having gin.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, my gin has gone twice as fast as it usually would this week because I've been really stressy. I have been really stressy, and it's not a good thing to turn to gin in times of stress. But sometimes it's like, oh, do you know what? I've just got to get through this week a minute. I'll worry about that next week. Okay. Let's put these fluffy trim bits in my orts jar a minute.
Yeah, best not have gin right on the old antibiotics. That would be...
That's not a good thing.
Disaster.
No. I got stomach ulcers at one point years ago and had to start on this triple therapy they give you. And one of the ingredients in the triple therapy is this. I think that maybe is an antibiotic. Is it an antibiotic? I don't know what it is. But anyway, there's one element of this triple therapy that you definitely can't drink with. And it's when your stomach ulcers are caused by a specific bug of some kind. Is it H. pylori? I can't remember. Anyway, I can remember the doctor saying you can't drink with this, and it's not just that it will be less effective or make you a bit sleepy. You really can't. It will make you seriously ill, so don't. So I didn't. And I said to him, "Oh, I've got a party at the weekend to go." This is years ago. I've got a party to go to at the weekend. Can I not put it? And he said, "Well, you can wait if you want. You've probably had this for years. Leave until after the weekend."
A few more days ain't going to make that much difference.
Oh. I was skinny then, working on the hospital wards, running about. I was still smoking as well. My lifestyle was dreadful, and and stomach ulcers was one of the hazards. Yeah.
Have you threaded that needle right?
No, I haven't. I knew something was wrong. You see, you can see me hesitating. I haven't done the second part of the threading, have I?
No.
I haven't put it through this part. As you say, with these chunkier needles, you probably could do the whole thing in one movement. In one go. I'm wondering whether to suggest to John that it's a good night for a fish and chip night, so I don't have to stop and cook dinner.
It probably is, yeah.
What I really fancy, though, I think it's because my brain's wanting some comfort food. I really fancy dal and rice. Really fancy it. I'd much rather someone else is cooking it. My mum.
Well, I'd offer to cook some for you, but
you're not here. You could pop over.
I'm not there, and I don't want to. So.
Anyway, you're going to be busy working on templates.
True. Yeah. I might have to get my mum to make some for you.
No, she's lazy.
I mean, she is lazy and she's not very good at cooking. Well, I mean, she's not very good at cooking toad in the hole specifically, apparently.
I am now. I have totally cracked that.
And for anyone who didn't see it, here is a picture of the toad in the hole.
I hate you sometimes, Tom. I don't do that. I did that once, twice.
I put it in chat.
Yeah, I hate you.
It's a side-on view.
He's just done one of the flat lines again, hasn't he? You're horrible.
I suppose, to be fair, it was more like this. Because there were sausages.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even bracing it with a reaction.
Yeah, you are. You're reacting as we speak.
Once I've got this... Oh, look. See? Look what's happened.
Yeah.
It's not gripped well enough, has it?
No. And now the back of the tube thing has come off.
Yeah.
You see, when you're doing a thing where you're leaving the loops and not trimming them, it might be better to go just back and forth in lines, because then the loops will be all in one direction more.
Yeah, I'll try that this time then for a way of experiment. I hasten to add for anybody that's and you just joined us and missed it earlier on, this is not the needle that was sent by Stitch Kit. This is my substitution.
Yeah. Well, apparently I won't be getting a stick of rock from Brighton. It's probably best not, because, sugar and that.
Yeah.
See, now you've looked at chat and you've seen my depiction of the toad in the hole.
No, I haven't. Shall I try?
She's not a very good liar.
I'll try going through all in one go this time. So this is where, instead of... normally what you do with the threading is you go down from here first, for anybody that missed it, and you pull your thread up through there. And then you go in through the back of the needle and put it through there. But as this is quite a chunky one, I'm going to see if I can do it all in one smooth movement. So far,
luckily,
so
I'm
good.
not sat close to her and the needle. I am in a completely different house.
You'd be bleeding by now otherwise.
Yeah, I'd be bleeding from the shins.
Do you think I should make a Tom Voodoo doll?
I'm surprised you haven't already, to be honest.
I'm surprised
You've got that puppet up there.
That's true. I could just go and stick that with pins. Yes, that worked fine.
Yeah.
So this time
Just
then
in
I'm
time
going
to say
try.
goodbye. Yeah.
This time I'm going to try. Oh, never mind, Claire. This time I'm going to try going in straight lines then, and we'll see how that works.
Yeah, because theoretically that means all of your loops should end up in the same direction, mostly. It's been a day. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of people who've been having a bit of a day of it today.
Yeah, a bit of a week, month, year of it, I think.
Yeah.
People.
It's been multiple decades.
It'd be nice to practice this straight lines, because this is probably what I would do for the background, to get my, straighter stitches for the background. I love the noise.
It's
a bit loopy.
Well, it's what you would call some woman laughing, but it was actually a seagull outside at the moment.
I still can't get over that.
I've been hearing a lot more seagulls this year.
Yeah, I have. Because when I first moved up to Norfolk, moving up from Cornwall, where seagulls are omnipresent, loud gulls, I just didn't seem to hear them here. And then I realised there are gulls here, but they don't seem to be making any noise like I'm used to. But this year, blimey, they're making up for lost time.
Yeah.
Oh dear. If Barbara watches this back later, she's probably going to be screaming at the screen.
Maybe.
Don't do it like that. Got a bit of tangle going on. We don't want to tangle, because that will make tension that we don't want.
No, indeed.
It's just getting just that right amount of tension. You do need, like you say, a little bit, so it doesn't go loopy, but...
Yeah, I personally found that just the tiny amount of friction from the inside of the needle was all the tension it needed.
Right. Yeah, but then I might not have enough friction if I've chosen the wrong size of needle.
Possible, yeah. And you can get away with no friction. Well, see, no friction at all is physically impossible. As little friction as possible if you move the needle very carefully. The friction just makes it easier to avoid lifting your needle too high on the back.
Yeah. I ought to try not keep turning and see if I can do it by... I don't know if I want to leave them all as loops or not. I just think it might be a nice... When I've got it all nice and smoothly cut like that, and then having this as the contrast just quite appeals to me.
Yeah. See you, Snoppy.
Bye, Snoppy.
We're going to be wrapping up in a couple of minutes anyway,
now.
I imagine.
Yeah. Bye, Jen.
See you, Jen.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be continuing with this, and I will video it, so anybody that's interested to see more about this punch needling thing, watch out for that. If you're interested in getting hold of one of these kits, I put the stitch kit link in the description box. There's also a link to Bazaar in case you want to find out about that event I've been banging on about. And I need to make myself stop doing this now and say goodbye, but I just kind of don't want to stop.
It's quite addictive, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's going to be well cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna enjoy that, and then I've got plenty of space there to knot my matching yarns through and have the dangling bits here. And the dangling bits I might even thread matching coloured beads onto, or clear kind of crystal drop beads, so they look like raindrops.
That reminds me, I saw a channel, I've shown you some of their stuff before. They were making some kind of resin craft, they called it. Basically, they were taking threads and putting UV resin on it, and it kind of like raindrops along the thread, which they used to make a necklace. I'll have to send you a link.
Yeah. I love people are so ingenious. If human ingenuity could just go into creating beautiful things instead of some of the things it does go into, well, the world would be a better place. Yeah, see you all in a couple of weeks. Don't forget, I'm not here for the next 2 weeks. I could kind of at a pinch do next week, but I just think I'm going to be in the throes of getting ready to go and everything, and I probably...
You're going to be pretty stressed out.
Won't have the time, yeah. But I'm going to do lots of filming and taking photographs at the, well, at least some, at the event.
We're going to try and set you up to be able to do a little stream.
Do a little mini live stream from the actual thing. That would be fun. Yeah. Oh, me too, Debs. Yeah, you need the ice cubes. Thank you, Kay. I look forward to catching up with you and telling you all about it when I get back. Keep on sending those quilt pieces in. Sylvia. Who else was it? Someone else said, I've got mine ready to send. Who was it? Was it Susie? No, I can't remember now. Yeah, anybody that's got there, and Deb's that one that she's showing us.
Yeah.
Anybody that's done your quilt piece, try and get it to me before next week if you can.
No worries if you can't. It'll still end up on there. Just it'd be nice if it could be done at the event.
Yeah, just like more people will be able to see it. I just think that'd be nice. Yeah. Okay, right. I'm going to go now. Thanks very much, everybody. I'm starving now from all that food talk.
As always,
Can I be asked making banana cake and dal and rice, which would be lovely?
No, you cannot.
No, I'm just going to sit here and punch niggle and order fish and chips. No, I'm not. Right, thanks everybody. Mwah. See you all later.
Bye guys.
Have a good week. Bye, Shorts. Thanks for coming. Don't forget how to do the controls in front of Shorts.